All right, welcome to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money, and we know that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to be talking Social Security, specifically a question that we get asked a lot, which is, what if I were to work and claim Social Security at the same time? So what if I apply for my Social Security benefits at 62 or prior to my full retirement age? What if I were to work? How does that affect me? Does Social Security allow us to do that? And I thought it would be good to maybe answer that question in a session today because we get that question quite a bit. So first, let's establish your full retirement age for Social Security. And this is what they calculate all your numbers worth. And that, for most people, if you're born after January 2nd, 1960, your full retirement date is 67 years old. So retiring at 67 gets your full benefit. Retiring before gets you a discounted benefit, and retiring after you get an expanded benefit or a benefit that's been increased. So 67 years old. If you retire before 67 years old, and let's say you claim at 62, we get asked, can I work? And if I work, how does that affect me? Well, yes, you can work, but you're limited with the amount of money that you can make before Social Security starts taking some of that benefit back to you. So for instance, if you claimed at 62, in that year, you're limited to being able to make $22,320. So they set a limit and they say you can make up to this amount, but any money you make over that, if you make $2 over that, we're going to reduce it by your benefit by $1. So for every $2 over that limit, you will get a $1 deduction in your Social Security benefit. So let's do some easy math. Let's say you make $10,000 more than that limit. You make $32,320. They are going to reduce your benefits and broken out monthly by $5,000. So that's quite a bit of money that they're going to reduce your benefits by. And it's important to know that because sometimes people get a part-time job at, say, a Home Depot or something like that. And you might want to go to your employer at the end of the year and say, hey, you know what, I'm approaching my earnings limit. Hey, I want to cut my hours back a little bit so that I don't go over by a lot. And a lot of people do that in retirement. So that's very important to understand that benefit's there for you. The next thing that people ask me is, well, is that consistent all the way to 67 years old? Well, it's not, because the year you turn 67, most people don't realize there's also another earnings limit that you can reach. So the year you turn 67, so let's say you were to turn 67 this year, 2024, you are limited to make $59,520. Anything over that then reduces your benefit $1 for every $3 over $59,520. So if you make $3,000 over that limit, you're going to lose $1,000 of benefit broken out. Now that might not be a big change or difference for you, but if you're making $150,000, you might lose all your benefit because you're making so much over that. So you might want to wait a year on claiming Social Security. Another question in those lines that we get asked a lot is, what counts as earnings? And this is a little bit more of a tricky question because it depends on whether you're self-employed or you're a W-2 employee for a company or organization or something along that lines. But typically speaking, in your earnings limit, they do not count government benefits. They do not count investment earnings, interest, pensions, annuities, and capital gains are typically not counted in your earnings limit. So if you have working income, where you're getting your W-2 on a weekly basis or every other week basis from your employer, those are typically counted in there. In that year you do turn 67, there is a 1-year special rule, and it's based off of the fact that a lot of people turn 67 maybe later in the year, and they already have earnings of $50, $60, $70, $80,000 leading up to, say, October. And that 1-year special rule basically says that if your earnings is less than the monthly amount for contributing to $59,520, then you're fine. They're not going to take Social Security benefits away from you. But if it's more than that, they will reduce your benefits for those last months of the year. So more complicated formula. Don't want to get too confused or in the weeds on that. But yes, there is an earnings limit. That earnings limit is different if you're under 67 or the year of 67. After 67, you can earn unlimited. So go out there, have fun, work if you want in retirement. I know I'm not, but if you are working, you can make an unlimited amount. So if you'd like to find out specific specific details and more information on Social Security claiming strategies, or how Social Security can help enhance your income in retirement or your investment portfolios, you can reach Iron Tree Financial at 43 British American Boulevard in Latham, New York, 12110. You can reach us at 844-444-YTYM for your time, your money. You can email us at irontreefinancial@ceterais.com as well. As always, please share, subscribe, send this to coworkers, friends, other people that you think might find value to this educational information that we provide. As always, it's your time and your money. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Your Time, Your Money. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to share this with friends, family, coworkers, anyone else that you think might be interested. If you do have questions or topics, you can always email them to irontreefinancial@ceterais.com. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Spotify, Google Play, and many other sources that were available. And you can reach us at 844-444-YTYM. And as always, it's your time and your money.